kid's definitely on crack right now.
Yeah!
What's up, guys? I am back with another one. And today is an actual topic, and it kind of irks me a little bit that certain people talk about it the way that it is. I mean, you guys all know at this point how I feel about TikTok, and it's going away. You know, supposedly it's going away. I do have, I guess, one last video about TikTok. Today's not that day. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. Today's video is, I don't know, I guess it is what it is. It's a 50-50 thing. I agree with this kid 50% of the time. 50% of the time I don't agree with him. I'm not saying he's a bad person, not anything like that. So don't take it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to tell you... Oh man, my wrist seal. I mean, if you saw my phone already, you saw him, right? What is his name? DMV? We'll call him DMV. Department of Motor Vehicles here. What did he call? He called his video "The Sad and Honest Truth About Riding Motorcycles." Now, let's get into it. So the sad and honest truth is a lot of people get on these things thinking that they're like the coolest thing ever. Not the bikes themselves, but the people. People get on thinking that because they ride a motorcycle, now they're in a group of people that, you know, are just these badasses and tough people and whatever else. And yeah, I would say it's, if we based us into 100% group of riding, it's 1% of the people that cause the issues. Like, for example, driving up next to a car that mistakenly didn't see you, and you go and smack their fucking mirror off. Now that's not cool. That puts you into 1%. The 99% of us, we're normal, you know? We don't do stupid shit like that. Stupid shit like that'll get you run over. And that leads into his first comment. His first comment was something along the lines of, you know, he's seen too many of his friends pass away riding motorcycles. And it's like, what were they doing? You know, not that I think anybody should be dying doing something that they really like doing. But again, what was the cause of it? You know, don't just say, you know, they passed away on a motorcycle and expect everybody to feel a certain way about them. Now, I don't think that everybody should go around just offing themselves on a motorcycle, but you know, there's people that are going to get on these things and they're going to ride to what they think is the full extent of the motorcycle, and it's going to give them a little bit more, and it's going to put them in the situation where, you know, they shouldn't have been there. Wrong place, wrong time. Speed is always a factor. Now, if we want to go basics, you go MSF course. We're going to talk about what it's like being a beginner, learning the basics, riding a motorcycle, and getting out there and doing the things that you want to do. Doing the things that you want to do shouldn't be, I want to do 170 miles an hour on the highway in a straight line. That's not what we look forward to doing. I don't understand it. And that's the new age, new generation motorcyclists. They got to get that adrenaline rush. And you can get it all over the place. And you don't have to be doing 170 miles an hour. So it's crazy to me. So these are some of the things that I've kind of agreed with on his end. Now, when it comes to somebody that looks like maybe they've been riding for a year and a half, 2 years, we'll give them 5 years tops. And he's telling people how to ride and what to look out for. You're in the wrong. And I'm going to let you know why you're in the wrong. And he was in the wrong. He's crossing over the road nonstop, you know, doing one of these things. cars coming at him. For example, the van that passed me and the white car that just passed me. He's not paying attention to road conditions at all. Sand, he says at one point, I have dust in my eye. And then he starts cruising back and forth. And it's the cool factor, right? It's the, hey, I look cool, look at me, look at what I'm doing type of deal. Only way you're cool is if you show up back to your house alive, in one piece. You know, that's what cool is all about at this point, riding a motorcycle. You're endangering other people, and not only that, but yourself, and then anybody that counts on you at home. Again, these are kids, so say they don't have families and whatever else. And don't get me wrong, I ride all over the road, but the one big thing that MSF teaches you is ride in the track of a tire, right? So whether on the driver's side where I'm at, on the passenger side, and there's reasons behind this, right? Now, at the moment, car tires have created this wet patch on the right side. They've been running over stuff, whatever. It's a little wet over there. So what do I have to think about right now? I have ice. It's cold. There's ice. But what are some of the things that you would wonder about in the center patch, right? Where all this stuff hasn't dried and we're all, you know, dead center of the car. What's leaking underneath it? Oil, grease, anything that comes off of a car, usually right in the center. And then the other thing, there's another big one, is objects on the road. If a car runs over it right down the center, it's probably not going to move. But if they hit it with their tire and it comes flying off to the side or flying up, at least then, like, I'm looking in front of the car and I'm looking behind the car, right? So I'm seeing what this guy's about to hit, and I'm judging where I'm supposed to be on the road. Keep distance between cars. You know, I'm on the little bike with my blinker on, so people probably think I'm turning. But keep distance. Keep 2-3 car lengths. What are they going to do behind you? Come up your ass like, oh, okay, whatever. No, that's not a gay joke. There's no need to ride somebody's ass on a motorcycle at all. Like, you're just looking for a world of problems. Because if he does hit something in front of me and he kicks it up, where is it going? It's going up in the air. You can try to catch it with your mouth if you want, but that's not my jam. So yeah, pay attention to where you're at, lane placement, things like that. You're just, if you're gonna be wrong, or if you're gonna be teaching people what's right, make sure that what you're doing is right also at the same time. There's another point at which, when you drive over wet lines, so say even the yellow lines, these aren't normal, it's not normal paint, and a lot of people, they have no idea what kind of paint it is. You know, sometimes it's reflective, other times it's just super bright. But the way that the paint sticks to the road is they use like a high strength paint, and it's usually got some sort of a fiber within the paint to keep it thick, to keep it stronger, keep it lasting. So when that stuff gets wet, it's slick. It creates a gloss. I'm sure you've seen it. I'm sure you've walked across the road at one point in time and stepped on a crosswalk, because they paint the same type of paint is used for crosswalks. White stripes. I mean, anything that they paint on the road. Next time you go to a parking spot and it's raining, step on one of the white lines and swipe your foot across it, and then go right next to it onto regular dry pavement or wet pavement and swipe your foot across it, and it's going to be two completely different feelings. Now, with your tires, it's going to feel it. And what does he do? He comes up to a roundabout, and goes all the way around and then quickly exits and throttles out over a white line, a crosswalk. So again, teaching people the right way is one thing, but teaching people what you think while you do it the wrong way. A lot of people are visual learners. They take more of what you're doing in the video than what you're saying in the video is all I'm trying to say. And again, I'm not bashing him. I'm not bashing this kid. He's doing something right. I'm doing something wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have crossed paths of that van with my blinker going, because maybe he would have pulled out and I would have been a pancake. The thing is police, they can get you for pretty much whatever they want on a motorcycle. It's kind of crazy, but they'll just pull you over. They're going to give you a ticket for whatever bullshit reason they come up with. This kid, he's looking at a truck down the road and he starts swerving back and forth, you know, doing his little tire heating up thing, whatever he's calling it. I don't know why he's doing it. Back and forth, as he's talking about, is this a cop? Is this a cop? Maybe it's a cop. They'll pull you over for that. I'm not sure it's considered reckless driving, but it's something that they don't want to see, and they can probably write up a ticket for it. Oh, another thing. So basic skills for beginner riders. So when we're looking down the road, right, we're not looking at like this dark spot in pavement. Like, I'm looking where that truck just turned, and you're constantly scanning. You're looking around, making sure things, what's happening on the roadway, right? There's this car coming at me. He's not turning, no blinker. There's trucks. This turn kind of fades out to the left. Nobody ever comes up this way. So it's like, it's a constant. You're constantly re-upping. You're like a computer program, just non-stop monitoring. It's not hard once you get used to it. And what I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you're looking for the things that you're supposed to be looking for, right? What's in the road, where you're at in the road, who's coming down the road, what's on the sides of the road, here's a person walking out. It's things like that. You just have to be paying attention non-stop. The second you look down is the second somebody pulls out, didn't see you. Sorry. You know, I hope this gets somebody thinking, gets somebody looking around. And the craziest part is this all works for cars too. Another couple. What are you doing? You fucking old person, man. Those are the killers. Old people. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you now the proper lane position for a motorcycle. So we're looking, that one has a car in it, probably more cars going into it. We're going straight. So what I want to do is I want to position myself with enough space between the car in front of me, and even them, they're giving me more. Them. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't know what's wrong. And I want to sit, hand on clutch, not in neutral, in case I gotta move. That's where these mirrors, they don't come in handy, because I can't see what's going on behind me. Nobody's coming up behind me. So I want to position myself between this car and the car behind me, off to the right or off to the left, depending on if there's tons of cars over there's no cars here. And what that does is, if somebody comes up behind me and slams me, I'm hopefully going to go flying this way. With the wheel cocked, I'm going to go to the right. And that makes it so that I don't get pinned between the front end of a vehicle and the back end of a vehicle, right? So right now there's a Dodge Ram. That would cream me.
And can I get a plain bagel with cream creams on the side?
And I would be stuck. But if he were to hit me, hopefully, I would go off to the right or the left. So yeah, that's all Tuesday's video is. Sorry. ragging on another dude. And these are all things that I learned over the years of riding, plus I had to take the MSF Motorcycle Safety Foundation course. So the MSF, and then the excelled version, whatever it was. I took that once. I'm just trying to find things to keep you guys entertained, the thoughts going, things like that, so you don't lose track of where you're at in your journey on a motorcycle. He kind of had the same idea as me, where all of this motorcycle scene nowadays seems like it's more of a dating scene than it is just people going out and riding. And again, it is what it is. I'm grateful that those people only make up like a percentage of the motorcycle community. So that's my beginner's guide. If you got anything else, let me know. I think I covered some pretty major tips, things that'll keep you safe. Always pay attention. That's the biggest thing. If you like this type of video, maybe I'll do some more, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll call your mom later. But hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.